Today we will discuss about resolution of a vector in space. Resolution of a vector in space. First of all, we draw three perpendicular axes. X-axis, Y-axis, Z-axis. A angle, A vector A, making an angle alpha with X-axis, beta with Y-axis, and gamma with Z-axis. Then X component, simply written as X equal to A cos alpha. Y component A by A cos beta. Z component AZ A cos gamma. A vector has a component along that axis. Is the magnitude of that vector and cosine of angle with that direction. Then we have to find a x component, that is component of vector A along x-axis. Then we take magnitude of this vector and cosine of angle making with x-axis. Cosine of angle making with x-axis cos alpha, magnitude of this vector A. Proof simply AX AY AZ. This is three-dimensional figure. Z-axis is in that direction and A vector is along this direction. Then AX, AY and AZ, which top point of this. So AZ, vector A equal to AX into I cap, AY into J cap plus AZ into K cap. Any vector can be written as three rectangular component, can be resolved into three rectangular component. When we resolve vector in X component and Y component and Z component, then addition, subtraction, addition, multiplication are very easy. Now we discuss finding resultant of two vectors by resolving into rectangular component. First of all, we take a problem and find resultant by resolution of vector into rectangular component. Question: let a particle moves along x-axis (2 meters) distance and then take a turn of 30 degree in anti-clockwise direction and move 3 meter. Find the resultant displacement. So along x-axis 2 meter distance, this is taken as d1 vector, and 3 meter along 30 degree anti-clockwise direction. This is taken as d2 vector. We have to find first of d1 vector in xy component and d2 vector in xy component. Then when two vectors are in x component and y component, then resultant is simply add y component y, which we see d1 vector 2 meter along x-axis, d2 vector 3 meter in direction of 30 degree from x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. X-axis y-axis. First distance d1, 2 meter d1. Then 30 degree turn. -3 meter d2 vector. The d1 vector is simply written as 2 I cap plus 0 into j cap equal to 2 I cap. d2 vector equal to d2 x into I cap plus d2 y into j cap. d2 x means x component of d2 and d2 y means y component of d2. So d2 x component of d2 is d2 cos theta. Theta is angle made by d2 vector in anti-clockwise direction with x-axis. d2 cos theta into I cap plus d2 sin theta into j cap. J cap. d2 is 3 magnitude into cos 30 root 3 by 2 into I cap plus 3 into 1 by 2 j cap. 3 root 3 by 2 into I cap plus 3 by 2 into j cap. d1 vector plus d2 vector equal to 2 plus 3 root 3 by 2 into I cap plus 3 by 2 j cap. When we resolve two vector, then displacement vector, resultant vector is simply added by component wise addition. It simply done in simple algebraic rule. So net displacement vector 2 plus 3 root 3 I cap plus 3 by 2 j cap. Displacement magnitude is written as dx square plus dy square under root of now d equal to under root of 2 plus 3√3/2 whole square plus 3/2 whole square, and tan alpha equal to dy/dx 3/2/2 plus 3√3/2. Alpha is angle made by resultant vector in anti-clockwise direction. It's okay. So while finding resultant by this method is very easy, and complicated problem in which we have to find the resultant of 5 vector, this method is very useful. Do you discuss a problem also? Question. A force F1 is acting along northeast direction, having magnitude 20 Newton, and F2 vector is acting along base direction, having magnitude 30 Newton. F3 vector acting along x-axis, having magnitude 50 Newton. Find F1 vector, F2 vector, F3 vector. Now find magnitude of F1 vector plus F2 vector plus F3 vector. So when we discuss this problem by triangle law of vector addition, first of all we have to find resultant of F1 and F2 vector, and then we find final resultant by that resultant and F3 vector. By triangle law of vector addition, in one time we add only 2 vectors, but by resolving into rectangular component we add several vectors at a time. Simply we draw coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis. This is F1 vector. Newton its magnitude. F2 vector 30 Newton magnitude, and F3 vector 50 Newton magnitude. So this force is acting along northeast direction. Northeast direction means perpendicular bisector of north and east. North this direction and east this direction. This angle is 45 with x-axis. So F1 vector is written as F1 cos 45 I cap, F2 F1 sin 45 into j cap. Magnitude of F1 20 Newton into 1 by root 2, I cap 20 into 1 by root 2 j cap, 10 root 2 I cap, 10 root 2 j cap. This is F1 vector. F2 vector simply 30 Newton into unit vector along x-axis is I cap, unit vector along negative x-axis is minus I cap. Minus 30 I cap. F3 vector. F3 vector is along x-axis, so this vector is written as 50 I cap. Now, first of all, we find F1 vector plus F2 vector plus F3 vector. First of all, we find F1 vector plus F2 vector plus F3 vector equal to 10 root 2 plus minus 30 plus 50 into I cap plus 10 root 2 j cap equal to 10 root 2 plus 20 into I cap plus 10 root 2 j cap. Magnitude now. Magnitude equal to under root of 10 root 2 plus 20 whole square plus 10 root 2 whole square. This is our final answer. This is our final answer. We also discussed several problems while solving SC1 book. We generalize result, general result. That vector A equal to ax I cap, ay j cap, az k cap. Vector B equal to bx I cap, by j cap, bz k cap, and vector C equal to cx into I cap, cy into j cap, cz into k cap. Then resultant vector, vector R equal to vector A plus vector B plus vector C equal to ax plus bx plus cx into I cap plus a by b by cy into j cap plus az bz cz into k cap. Now magnitude of vector R equal to simply R equal to magnitude of vector A plus vector B plus vector C equal to under root of Rx square Ry square Rz square. This is Rx into I cat Ry Rz into C. This is very important result. And now Ax Bx Cx whole square plus Ay By Cy whole square Az Bz Cz whole square. These are conjugate. Now we will discuss about multiplication of two vectors. We multiply two vector by two different methods. First is your dot product and other is vector product. Multiplication of two vectors. Multiplication of two vectors. First, dot product or a scalar product. Dot product or a scalar product. Dot product or a scalar product. Then we multiply two vectors in such a way that the result becomes a scalar. Then such type of multiplication is called dot product. And vector product. Other is vector product, which is also called cross product. In mathematics, dot and product, dot and cross has same meaning of multiplication. But in vector, both has different meaning and differ in many ways. Dot product or cross product. The result in dot product is a scalar and the result in cross product is a vector. This is basic